edition of FSU Weather. I'm student meteorologist Jessica Kirk.
And I'm student meteorologist Zach Richards.
And it was an absolutely beautiful day here at Florida State. I will say that the first text I got this morning was from a friend telling me to make it warmer already.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, the people from South Florida, they're like, oh, winter has arrived, right? Like, yes, we're already in the cold time of the year.
Yes.
I thought it was great, personally.
Oh, yes, it was beautiful. I was up early this morning, went to the library, and it was very chilly. It was in the 50s at that point, and it was very chilly. I was in long sleeves for the first time in a long time.
I know, yeah, it's the first time in a while we've been this chilly, since May, actually, yes.
And then today it was beautiful, clear skies. We didn't have that many clouds after that cold front passed through our area, and so that brought some really beautiful stuff today outside.
And the sunset last night, and the sunset here tonight too as well, should be just phenomenal. With the high clouds overlooking, nice clear skies otherwise, should be great.
Yes, absolutely. We got a great show planned for you guys. We're going to go over some more of those details tonight, and we're also looking forward to those cool temperatures sticking around for the rest of tonight as well.
Absolutely too, and I know Seminoles everywhere are interested. What is homecoming going to be like this weekend? We have details about that forecast as well.
We had a scare at the beginning of the week, potential rain, and we're going to go over that tonight, and just hoping that skies stay clear as we head into homecoming weekend, homecoming festivities, including the game.
All right, guys, yep. So it's going to be a great evening tonight on the show. We're going to go ahead and pass it off to Evan with our overview, taking a closer look at what we're going to see tonight.
Thank you very much, Zach. It has been a beautiful day and should be a beautiful night for the rest of tonight. It's been beautiful in both our temperatures sitting in the 70s, 74 degrees. It's been a great day to really sit out on Landis with the blanket and really chill with that kind of atmosphere. Mostly cloudy conditions as well. That sun and blue sky has definitely been peeking through and shining, with our radar not picking up much clouds anymore in our area. That cloud cover really should return starting tomorrow, which is when we'll start to pick up some of those rain chances, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the show. Maybe possibly a single cell storm or here or there tomorrow. 53 degrees tonight. Definitely need a cool jacket for the rest of the night after having a nice blanket day on Landis and enjoying the 80-degree mark of our high today, and should be tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies also experiencing for tomorrow, in addition to 5 to 10 miles an hour, a nice simple breeze for tomorrow. Our highs around the upper 70s for tomorrow. Scattered showers will return though, and we'll get more of that cool air coming through in our area, highs sticking around the 80s. But for now, we're going to be handing it off to Zach with a look at our southeast.
Yeah, thanks, Evan. Looks like it's going to be a great look at the forecast. Current temperatures around the map. Okay, dew points here in the area. Tallahassee, 40-degree dew points, 33 in Atlanta, 36 in Charlotte. And these low dew points, they're indicative you can't feel the humidity outside. What a welcome change from what we've seen literally over the past couple of months. You can see the only muggy spot we have here is in South Florida, Orlando, 61 degrees. Tampa, 62, and Miami, our warm spot at 70 degrees, so still nice and sultry down there, so still feeling like the heart of summer. Our current heat indices, you can see that too, 74 in Tallahassee, 72 in Montgomery, 67 in Atlanta. Once again, that warm place down here into Central and South Florida, into the 80s. Feels like 92 right now in Miami. Definitely really hasn't changed much. Satellite and radar, you can see the stationary front here to the south, in central Florida, going into the Gulf. Tallahassee, absolutely gorgeous. Look at the southeast right now. It's clear, it's calm, it's nice. You'll see a few scattered showers here in south central Florida. Looking at the next 24 hours or so, the rest of the southeast looks great. The clouds are out there, and we are going to see that front pushing in as we get here over towards Jackson, Shreveport, New Orleans, here tomorrow afternoon. It's going to push on into our area, potentially for homecoming weekend. We're going to have some more details about that here in a minute. Current wind speeds right now, right behind that front. Winds out of the north. Pretty light and variable though, 2 to 3 miles an hour. The current storm outlook, not too shabby. A few, light possible thunderstorms here and average thunderstorms. And over here looking towards Dallas and over towards Oklahoma, marginal thunderstorms, or just general thunderstorms possible there. Nothing to be really too concerned about. Tonight's forecast, 53 in Tallahassee, 43 in Charlotte. Looking over here, the rest of Florida, Orlando 71, at the same in Tampa. A little bit cooler as we get up here to the north, up here in Jackson, Nashville, Little Rock. The story is the same. Not the coldest area of the country, but certainly colder than we are here in Florida. 80s widespread here in Florida. The rest of the area in the 70s, not too bad. Yeah, you can see tomorrow, and it's going to be a great, beautiful, fast day. Scattered thunderstorms here in Florida. For the rest of the southeast, though, sun and clouds, not too bad at all. Honestly, compared to what we have seen, this is going to be great, guys. Time to enjoy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Jessica with a look at our local.
Thank you so much, Zach. Yeah, we're going to start off with an absolutely gorgeous view over Cascades Park. There's almost not a single cloud in the sky. We had that cold front pass through yesterday, so it gave us these clear skies that we've seen all of today. That sun was shining brightly, but temperatures didn't get that high. Today, we only saw 75 degrees, and you can feel just how cool that was outside. So even that's below our average, it made for a wonderful fall day, and the low today was 51, slightly below our average as well. It's currently 74 here in Tallahassee. We're seeing 70s all over the Panhandle. Southern Georgia, they're seeing 72 in Thomasville and Valdosta. Down by the coast, they're also feeling 75, Apalachicola and Carabel. Our dew points are extremely low. This is so much different than those deep green dew points that we generally are seeing on the map. Tallahassee is currently at a 40. We're even seeing 39 in Quincy and 34 in Thomasville. Very low dew points, very dry air. We're about to start having to tell you guys to keep that chapstick on you, but still make sure you're staying hydrated in these lower dew points and cooler temperatures. Here in Tallahassee, we've got nothing, not a cloud in the sky. Just like I was saying, it's been an extremely bright, sunny day. Over the next 24 hours, we are going to see some cloud cover roll in. Tomorrow morning at around 8:40, we will have that cloud cover. It's going to be fairly cool. So once again, layer up. It's going to be chilly tomorrow morning and warm up as we're going on through the day. For tonight, 53 in Tallahassee. We're really seeing 50s all around the Big Bend region once again. That's 52 in Monticello, the 51 in Quincy, and in Bainbridge at 50. Extremely pleasant temperatures. We're finally getting to fall. And down by the coast, it's a little bit warmer, 59 in Carabel, 57 in Apalachicola for tonight, and that cloud cover is going to stick around. For tomorrow, we're going to have that 80 degrees in Tallahassee and high 70s for much of South Georgia and North Florida. And down by the coast, they're also going to be feeling 79. Once again, another cool day just like it was today. Tonight, it's going to be clearing up. We're going to have a little bit of that cloud cover. It's going to be 53 degrees with that slight breeze, making for a chilly night. And tomorrow, 80 degrees, partly cloudy as those clouds do roll in the morning hours, so it's going to be a little bit less sunny than it was today. Now for the next few days, you can expect temperatures to remain in the low 80s, and we do have that slight chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. So those Friday festivities for homecoming are looking good. The parade, definitely plan to head out to that. And as we're looking into the beginning of next week, temperatures are going to slightly cool off again, and those clouds are going to hang around. I'm going to go ahead and pass things off to the desk with Zach and Parker.
Thanks, Jess. So Zach and I are going to be talking about the Fujita scale.
Yes, and Dr. Theodore Fujita, what they called Mr. Tornado, developed the scale way back in 1971.
Yeah, today is actually his birthday. That's why we're talking about it.
Right.
He would have been 99 years old on this day.
On this day, yes. Born in 1920, and as you can see on the screen now, he developed the Fujita scale, the one on the left, like I said, in 1971, and it categorizes tornado damage, the tornado strength based on the damage to buildings.
Yes, absolutely. So we have F0 through F5, similar to what we have now with the ratings going EF0 through EF5.
Right.
So the difference is one is enhanced, one is just the Fujita scale.
Right, and Mr. Fujita did pass away in 1988, but we still base our ratings today of tornadoes strongly on his original model. We've lowered the wind speeds slightly for most of the categories based on, just observations, what we've seen.
Absolutely. So we go off of these scales based on damage. So a National Weather Service team will go out and survey the damage.
Right.
They have multiple instruments in order to do this, to survey the damage, to see what rating a tornado should be, or even if a tornado occurred.
Exactly. Yeah, and it'll get posted a lot on social media. People will take sketchy pictures of what could be a tornado, and it's only by really going out and surveying and seeing for yourself. The professionals will go out and after the fact give the tornado a rating.
Absolutely. On social media, a lot of people confuse scud clouds with
Yes.
tornadoes, and these are just low-hanging clouds, fractocumulus clouds, after it rains really hard, and they're just really low to the ground. So sometimes people get confused with that.
They like to move. They look kind of scary, but they don't destroy your house.
Definitely ominous-looking clouds. However, Fujita has definitely paved the way
Absolutely.
for us for future tornado
absolutely.
references and damage.
He's made our lives a lot safer. He also discovered, really quickly to throw it in there, he discovered microbursts, which is actually an event that occurs in thunderstorms, and it did crash a lot of aircraft before we really knew what it was back in the 80s and 70s.
Yeah,
so
these
happy birthday to Dr. Fujita.
Happy birthday to Dr. Fujita.
99 today. The world owes you a great deal of thanks.
We're definitely missing him right here.
Okay.
We're going to send things over to Evan at the wall to take a look at the National.
Thank you very much, Parker. Take a look at the National. Really nothing too much all across the country. If you look, there's really not one spot you see on this map that is really flooded with rain or areas like that. We're seeing a little bit of low pressure action with some of the rain over in Iowa and into areas of Wisconsin. Besides that, mainly dry. And even you see that really with this cold front, with these two low pressure systems, really has not developed a whole lot of precipitation. But as this thing really continues to go down through into Texas and starting into areas around Dallas, that's when we'll start to see some of the rain pick up, bring up moisture from the Gulf, and really fuel this cold front, which should continue mainly into tomorrow, is where we'll see those temperature changes. So areas like Kansas City that are seeing 63 right now should and will possibly go down to areas of 5 degrees tonight by time tonight. So that will be very intriguing for them. Hotspot down in Miami at 87 and 74 over in Tallahassee as our temperature right now. Our colder spots definitely in the northern parts, with Minneapolis hitting around 44 degrees. And really with lack of moisture, there's been a lack of dew point all across our radar. 27 over in Denver. We're even looking at areas that usually see a little more moisture at 39 Chicago. 33 over in Atlanta. It's definitely surprising. The only hot, moist spot is looking down in Miami, which is fueling those temperatures over up at 89 degrees down for tonight. We're looking at areas of 35 over in Bismarck, 41 in Minneapolis, and 67 in Albuquerque. We really see some of the cold front temperature change between Denver and Albuquerque, with 25-degree differences. As you'll start to see, these are the first few clouds that are developing from this cold front that should be able to continue and develop more precipitation really into tomorrow, as we look into that in just a second. But our last cold front and low pressure system has just moved off the coast of Maine into Nova Scotia right now. So that is definitely nothing to be concerned about too much yet. But with our low pressure system right now, we are looking at that heading into areas of Wisconsin, maybe affecting parts of Milwaukee soon, and areas also of Chicago. Good news about this, though, we're not looking at too much severity with this, with any swatches or warnings, which is definitely good news. Should definitely just be flooding and grasping the area with a little bit of just drizzles and a little bit of precipitation here and there. So looking a little bit of snow beginning to pop up in areas of Wyoming below Casper, and that'll also continue to show more precipitation as we get into the coming days with the cold pressure system hitting farther up. So for drought monitor, we are looking at very dry conditions for now, but it will definitely not continue for very long, as we'll start to see moisture start to bring up into this front and really start to affect areas of Dallas. And here's where we're really going to see that, areas of Kansas City getting down to 40 tonight. And tomorrow we are looking at a high of 48 for Kansas City and a high of 51 for Chicago. And that's where we're really just see our difference in temperatures in the front along the Midwest of our country. But now we're going to have to Parker, who's going to look at us. How beautiful was our day today?
Very beautiful, Evan. Right now we're sitting at 74 degrees with mostly cloudy conditions. We could scratch that. Blue skies in the background with high-level cirrus clouds, winds out of the north at 5 miles per hour. Our rainfall almanac didn't see any rain today, but For today's average, we usually get about 0.09 inches of rainfall, nearing a 1/10 of an inch. For the month, we're a little bit ahead at 3.8 inches, but for the annual rainfall amount, we are 17 inches behind. A lot of tropical cyclone influence usually spikes those numbers up. We didn't really have any this year, with the effects of Nestor bringing about 0.4 inches of rain. Satellite and radar not showing anything other than those upper level cirrus clouds. If we zoom in here, we could see a few of them just off to the west, making their way eastward into the overnight hours, and then that will persist into tomorrow. For the next 24 hours, upper level cirrus clouds will maintain their regards, and even a possibility of a stray shower or two into tomorrow afternoon and into the evening hours. Temperatures across the Big Bend region are sitting fairly comfortable right now. 69 in Monticello, 74 in the state capital of Tallahassee, 76 in St. Mark's, 74 in Carabel, and 71 in Sumatra. Our dew points are very low, too low for me. My lips are chapped, skin is drying out, using lotion and chapstick. Perry at 46, Valdosta up there at 40, Thomasville at 34 for your dew point, and 43 for Apalachicola for your dew points down by the coast. Our wind speeds are mostly out of the north and out of the northeast right now. Tallahassee at 5 miles per hour, Quincy at 5, and Donaldsonville getting winds out of the direct east at 6 miles per hour right now. Those winds will shift from the northeast to from the southeast as we go into tomorrow, as we will have that easterly influence of sea breeze nearing Jacksonville. Let's go back real quick. Evening planner for tonight at 7 p.m. Expect temperatures to be nearing 70 degrees, and around 9 p.m. cooling off to 65 and 71 for 11 p.m. But waking up in the morning, we're going to be nearing 55 degrees. However, if you're walking from class after your 8 a.m.s, 9 a.m. is going to be feeling like 67 degrees. Noon is going to be 72. 3 p.m. around 78 degrees. And here's your 7-day for the remainder of the week and into next week. Thursday, Friday looking fairly comfortable at 80 degrees. Rain chances start to spike up throughout the weekend, 20% on Saturday, and a 30% chance of rain on Sunday. However, temperatures will be dipping back down into the 70s starting next week, and your lows will remain in the 60s for the next couple of days. Evan and I are currently at the desk. We're going to be talking about the Dallas tornado that occurred on Sunday, this past Sunday, which happened to be during the Eagles and Dallas Cowboys football game.
This has been very intriguing hearing news about that. Personally, throughout the stadium, and making sure all family, homes, loved ones are definitely all safe.
Absolutely. There was an issue by the National Weather Service of an enhanced and a slight risk in that area for possibilities of severe weather that night, and indeed there was severe weather that night.
Absolutely. Most of the damage itself came from an EF3 tornado, which had wind speeds up to 140 miles per hour and went over 15 miles. I mean, that's incredible damage path itself.
You can see the scar that it left right here. We have it double boxed for you up on the screen right now. From the lower right-hand corner of that picture all the way to about the upper middle portions, there's a scar that you can see. It's kind of hard. If you don't know what you're looking for, just look for the grayed out area sort of in the middle of the screen with greens on either side of it.
That is definitely worrisome to worry about. We definitely pray for those families, definitely left behind with that kind of damage that has been left behind with that.
Absolutely. This is only one of 9 tornadoes that occurred this past Sunday night. However, the National Weather Service did go out and survey. The initial count was 3 tornadoes, but after the survey, they accounted for 9 total tornadoes.
That is tons of houses, businesses, left without power, left destroyed, left with nothing, and really, hopes sincerely left. And we have a cold front really coming in through their area definitely soon, so that's definitely an area to really look out for the Dallas area.
Yeah, another threat for possible severe weather in the forecast for the upcoming days. 20,000 people are still without power from Sunday, and initially there were 130,000 people without power. So things are getting restored. Cleanup is going on currently. People are trying to rebuild their lives after they've lost almost everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With everything that has happened and occurred for them. It's occurred 20 miles from Dallas, and that's such a wide range. That's anywhere from downtown to in the suburbs.
It's
really.
such an urban area. I mean, millions of people live in this area.
Dallas is definitely one of the most populated cities in America, really.
Absolutely. My heart goes out to them
Yes.
For their speedy recovery. And from all of us here at FSU, we hope that you guys recover very well.
Absolutely.
We're actually going to send things over to Jessica at the wall to take a look at Florida.
Thank you guys so much. We're seeing fairly warm temperatures over Florida, but a little bit cooler than what we experienced for the majority of the summer and the beginning of fall. So we've got that 74 in Tallahassee, 71 up in Jacksonville, and then the further south you go, the warmer it gets as usual. Miami being 87, Key West 86, a lot warmer down in South Florida. Dew points in North Florida are extremely dry with a 40 in Pensacola and Tallahassee. And then there's that defined line where you can see those deeper greens, those higher dew points in mid-Florida and South Florida. So their air is feeling much more moist. Now over most of Florida, it's fairly dry, very little clouds over most of the entirety of the state. Down south, we have just a little bit of scattered showers off the coast of Florida and down by Lake Okeechobee, and so they're experiencing some lightning and a little bit of storms and some of that rain. So definitely keep an eye on those as you're going through your activities today and tonight. Keep an eye on that rain, be safe in that lightning. Looking at the futurecast, we have these clouds coming into the northern region of Florida and even some scattered showers in Gainesville, Jacksonville, and as usual in South Florida once again. Fort Myers, West Palm Beach, and Miami, they're having those hours as we're going overnight into tomorrow morning. But as for North Florida and even southern Alabama and southern Georgia, we're just going to look at a lot of clouds and it's going to be fairly good weather tomorrow. As for our drought, much of the southeast is still in a drought despite the rain that Nestor brought, with even regions in South Alabama and North Florida still in that extreme drought. While Tallahassee is on a moderate to severe drought, we still desperately need that rain, so we're looking forward to receiving some of that in the near future. Now Orlando, you're looking at some potential rain on Thursday, and then Friday you have that chance of storms raising a little bit up to 50%. Temperatures are going to be in the high 80s. And for Miami, we have those storms every day for the next 3 days. Temperatures once again in the mid to high 80s. You guys are not anywhere near fall quite yet. You are still going to be feeling those summer temperatures. Tonight it's going to be in the for much of North Florida, and once again as you go further south, there is that defined line where you get those warmer temperatures of 71 in Tampa and Orlando and 80s in very tip of South Florida. Tomorrow we're going to see temperatures in the 80s for much of Florida, 80 in Tallahassee, and even these storms in Orlando, Tampa, and down south in Miami and Key West. So keep an eye on those as you're going about your activities tomorrow as well. I'm going to pass things off to Zach, and he's going to give us our last local look of the day.
Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, as we can see outside right now, what a gorgeous day. And we have the sunset finally over beautiful Doak Campbell Stadium. We have those cirrus clouds. You can see the picture just updated here. We're going to go on through the evening. This is going to be great. The temperature is going to be dropping. Today, 75 degrees. Our low last night, 51. A few degrees cooler. Finally, I can say that. Cooler than average. When was the last time we were able to say that, Tallahassee? A far cry from our record of 90 degrees. Temperatures around the area right now: Valdosta, 72, Monticello, 69, Tallahassee, 74. An absolutely gorgeous day. No one can complain, other than your lips are a little bit dry, but it's a welcome change from all of the heat and humidity that we've seen over the past couple of months. Satellite and radar, guys, there's nothing going on tonight. It's absolutely great. Not a thing on the radar, not even any ground clutter yet. It's just so dry out there. There's nothing really for the radar to even try to pick up on. We're going to look at the next 24 hours or so here on our forecast model, and you're going to see more of the same. We've got those scattered showers and thunderstorms potentially trying to make their way in as we get down here towards Perry, areas down here in the southeast or the Big Bend region. But I don't expect much of this to be hitting the ground, probably not a whole lot going on. Tonight's forecast: 53 here in Tallahassee, 52 in Monticello, 51 in Thomasville. Generally low to mid 50s, a little bit warmer as you get that coastal influence down there, but otherwise not too bad of a night at all. Tomorrow, 80 in Tallahassee, 78 in Bainbridge and Quincy, 77 in Thomasville, 83 in Perry. An absolutely gorgeous day on tap once again. We're just hitting it right on the ning. Tonight, 70 degrees at 7 p.m., just a couple of minutes away. 65 here at 9, 61 at 11. Going to be a gorgeous evening to go out and do whatever you would like to do. For your day tomorrow, 58 when you wake up in the morning. Might be a little bit chilly, especially if you're not used to those kind of temperatures. 70s as we get into tomorrow, not too bad at all. And as we're going to take a look the week ahead, it's like we hit copy and paste here, guys. 80 degrees for Thursday, 80 degrees for Friday. Rain chances upping a little bit on Friday, but not too terribly bad. Saturday and Sunday, that's what we're really interested in. Homecoming week, right now, highs around 80. We're keeping that chance of rain right around 20%, so not too terribly bad. Monday and Tuesday as we get into next week, highs in the 70s, lows in the mid to upper 60s. Guys, this is a great forecast. We can't complain. I'm going to pass it off to the desk with Evan and Jessica to close out the show.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah, I know our area desperately needs that rain as usual, but I sure hope that it stays away as we're going into homecoming weekend.
Absolutely. Definitely some rain. Definitely looking forward to on our forecast with some of that cold front coming through our area shortly, especially towards the weekend, more on areas of Saturday and Sunday.
Exactly. So I just hope that rain stays away for at least the majority of the weekend, because we got that 3:30 kickoff on Saturday, and we even have the parade at 2 on Friday. So we got that 30% chance of rain, 20% chance of rain during this weekend. So
Yeah.
we'll just have to see throughout the
We'll have
week.
to see.
We'll keep you guys updated. And then after that, of course, we have that 30% chance of rain stretching into the beginning of next week.
We definitely have a lot to look forward to with homecoming weekend. We have our own alumni show coming up this Friday,
Yes,
which
stay
is
tuned for
very
that.
exciting. So we'll definitely keep you updated and posted more on weather scenarios and what's going on in our weather this weekend.
Yep, absolutely. And then we have those temperatures that are just in the low 80s, high 70s range. So really today was a beautiful day. I think it was 75. And then this is going to continue. We're going to see these beautiful fall conditions finally around. I definitely have plans for this weekend. Finally some fall weekend plans. What about you?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going and having a nice drive to Orlando this week. I'm going to Orlando for a concert, so I will be rolling the windows down all the way on that nice drive. Should be great.
Well, hopefully that rain will stay away
Yeah,
as you're traveling as well. But like I said, we'll keep you guys updated on the forecast for this weekend and for the rest of the week. I was looking at really cool morning temperatures and just breezy afternoons.
Yep. Should be good. Should be a great weekend. I know I've seen several people in their hammocks and several people in their blankets on Landis today and yesterday, enjoying the great weather while it's lasted. So definitely make sure that counts definitely before that rain starts to come in and creep in on our weekend.
Yes, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU Weather.
And like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU Weather.
And hopefully you are watching us live on YouTube, youtube.com/FSU Weather. We live stream every night at 6.
And follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather. We're going to have several interesting photos coming in. We have alumni weekend this weekend with alumni coming in for our Friday show, so stay tuned for that on 6 o'clock at Friday. But for me, I'm student meteorologist Evan.